Hey, Wildcats, I'm Edward Emcstats McFarlane, your Wildcat sports reporter, here with the head coach of our men's basketball team, Coach Hartsfield, catching up with him after a big weekend beating Texas College and Quinn, finishing the weekend 2-0. Coach, over the weekend you finished with shooting 46% from the field and 43% from three. I witnessed last week that you had a bit odd hour of practice. So was that a result of you just keeping your guys focused and making sure they came in this past weekend to handle business?
Well, yes, sir. We did have an unusual practice time last week. Just trying to be sure that they know the significance of this season. We don't have but 4 champions on this team, and those are the 4 returners. The other guys have never won a championship. So I want to make sure that I keep them focused and they know the task at hand.
Yes, sir. Talking about keeping them focused. Saturday was senior night. Philip Miller, he's always an instant scorer. He averaged 26 points. You had Ricky George on Friday. He had 14 rebounds, and that was a career high for him being a guard. And then DeJuan Cooper, who's had a late great start, Saturday he had 20 points, 3 rebounds, 3 blocks, as well as 8 rebounds. So can you just talk about the seniors' importance for them to play at a high level?
We're definitely driven by our seniors. If the ones rebounding well, if Philip is scoring well, the team is usually going well.
Yes, sir.
When those 2 numbers are not where we need them to be, you definitely can see either it's a tight game or we've lost a couple games. And DeJuan is actually, in my opinion, the quiet key to the team. He doesn't say too much, but at the end of the night, he usually close, if not having a double-double. And then Ricky George has been consistent all year, not very great, but definitely a good and integral part of what we have going on here.
Yes, sir. Talking about your seniors, I witnessed in the beginning of the season you had a lot of players, and as the new year has progressed, you've had a different amount of players. So can you just talk about, I realize you told me about Coach Payne and not really tweaking or changing the system, but just having a different amount of players and changing your starting lineup, just trying to find what fits and still being able to play at a high level as you're receiving votes.
Right. Our plan is to be peaking by March. If we can peak by March, we'll be fine. I've threw several different lineups out there just to see who complements each other. If I could do it my way, I would have all my scores would be like Philip and all my rebounds would be like DeJuan.
Yes, sir.
But that's not the case. I'm just trying to find which group complements each other heading down the stretch into March. If you can peak by March, you definitely give yourself a good chance to win a championship.
Yes, sir. Talking about finding what's fit. What do you feel as a coach this late in the season is your responsibility to make sure your players are always ready to play no matter what?
Proper rest and getting up a lot of shots. The first semester we were more defensive heavy. Corey wasn't eligible. DeJuan was having back problems. Now, seeing the tables have turned, we're more offensive heavy.
Yes, sir.
And, we've given up a lot of points, but we're scoring a lot of points. I think as a coach, you have to do what fits your team.
Yes,
and our style of play is offense. We do stretch defense, but our style of play, we got to get out on the break, and let our players use their athleticism to give us the best chance of winning. But right now, it's rest. You have 3 games this week, playing on a Tuesday, then you drive a 6-hour ride to San Antonio on a Friday. You got to balance the practice time,
right,
but also get the maximum amount of energy out of the guys in the small amount of time that you want.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your time, Coach.
No problem.
And there you have it, Wildcats. I'm Edward Emcstats McFarlane, your Wildcat sports reporter. Take care and catch the stats for next time.